Okay, and welcome to the brand new Talisma Groundwire tool. It's quite exciting, so let's get into it. First of all, I'd like you to go to your browser and enter in the brand new link that we need you to go to. You type that in, and up comes the Talisma Customer Interaction Management software or page. What you then do is go to Agent Client and click on that. We then go to Start Agent Client, and the Java application begins. Just a note, if it's not working at this point, you must remember that you have to download the Java application beforehand, and we will have already sent you some content on how to do that. If you have any problems, feel free to give us a call. So it's saying that there is an error, but we still want to run the application. And we can always say, always trust the content from this publisher. And it's now going to ask me for my details. We will send in the email your details so you'll know exactly what needs to be done. Type your password in. And we are in. Now, we'll say that we're online and ready. And you'll hear that fantastic sword sound. Okay, so we can see right at this present point in time that Shelley is trying to call us. We accept. And we now have Shelley, who's now beginning the session with "Can you help me?" And all we need to do is type in to that middle section there, and we can start chatting. It's a very easy tool and fantastic to use. Let's just see if she's going to respond. Great. And that's basically how the chat works. It's a very simple operation. Let's just ask Shelley a question. Basically, there's a couple of things that we can check out. Shelley may have called quite a few times before, and as you can see on these lower tabs here on the lower third, you've got web browser, which is just another sort of basically web browser is what Internet Explorer is, so you can type in whatever you want there and go to whatever web page. You've got customer history, and basically any notes that have been shown here on Shelley you can check out. So if someone has placed a warning or anything along those lines, you can check those out there. We'll keep on chatting. So if we're finding that we can't handle the chat, or we need to transfer it, or they're requesting somebody else, we can then right click in this middle box where the chat's happening, and we can transfer the session. Now, as I'm the only person on, and obviously the one that is actually taking the call, I'm unavailable. But in there, if there's a few different people, you can just then click on them, hit OK, and it will transfer over, which is absolutely fantastic. Pretty much. Now what we'll do, is we'll let Shelley know that we have to go. Okay, now Shelley will hang up on us. Great. Now the new part of the tool that we need to do as Careline volunteers is we have some areas of reporting now. So, if, for instance, Shelley happened to be a commitment, we can put, gospel presentation, commitment, and first time decision. So, that's fantastic. Mandatory reporting, so if there's been abuse, harm, rape or suicide, we need to report on that. And lastly, encouraging story, and with the encouraging story, it's something quite, amazing. Not just a story that's regular, sort of run-of-the-mill. It's got to be something that is a little bit, obviously more exciting than the average call you get. Obviously, our conversation was a little bit boring, so we'll probably click on nothing to report. And the resources, that's obviously if you've had anything sent, but that won't apply necessarily to us so much. So we'll just click nothing to report. Then what you do is you go over into this corner, you'll see this little rubbish bin here, and that's going to get rid of the session. So click on that, and you're back to the beginning again. And that's pretty much how to use the new Groundwire tool. If you have any questions, please feel free to email us or give us a call. And we're looking forward to seeing you online next week.